Trump's nomination to lose? That might be a bit premature considering the fact that we've barely had 5% of the delegates and vote awarded. But the trend is his friend, and he's nabbed 3 out of the first 4 contests. Normally on the Republican side, you do that, you have got the nomination. And now he's getting the support as well, including New York Republican Chris Collins, who is the first Republican lawmaker to back the real estate developer. Congressman, very good to have you. Why Donald Trump?
Well, Neil, it's good to be here with you. Our country's at a tipping point, and it's about time that the United States reclaims its past glory as the land of opportunity, restoring the promise of the American dream for our children and grandchildren. Donald Trump as president is the man to make America great again.
How do you know that? As you know, there are a lot of people who pile on him, and whether it's fair or not, that he hasn't really given many details, maybe with the exception of his tax plan. You know, he's big on big ideas, not on the details for him. What do you say?
Well, as a chief executive, and myself having come out of the private sector as a chief executive, we need to elect a chief executive, not a chief politician. And Donald Trump's experience in running a very complex organization and everything that comes out of that experience in the private sector makes him the man to be the next president and to bring our jobs back, the manufacturing jobs that have been stolen by China. Donald Trump is the man that will make that happen.
Does it worry you, as someone who has to deal, obviously, with representatives from other countries and foreign relations as well, the ill will he might have set up with the likes of Mexico, that don't take too kindly to the notion that they might build a wall for President Trump, or for that matter, the Chinese, who don't really much like talk of his tariffs and tough trade talk? What do you say to that?
Well, here's the fact. We're 25% of the world's economy. We are a net importer. And as such, if you were playing poker, we're holding 4 aces. We need someone like Donald Trump who understands the art of negotiation, who knows these countries need us. We are a net importer. Without the markets in the United States, China crumbles. And so Donald Trump, he is the best negotiator I've ever seen or met. I know he will stand for Americans' jobs, getting those jobs back, and stop the nonsense which has happened under President Obama of negotiations which are stealing our jobs, which is why I am against TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, as Donald Trump is, which would send more manufacturing jobs across the ocean. So Donald Trump, as the best negotiator there's been, knows he's holding 4 aces.
Are you alarmed that there aren't too many guys like you, the establishment or other representatives, those in elected office? They haven't been rushing to endorse Mr. Trump, even with his great success at the polls.
Well, I come out of the private sector. I have many decades in the private sector, a background very similar to Mr. Trump. When I ran to be the county executive of an effective bankrupt county, the largest upstate county in New York, I brought my business experience in hiring the best and brightest, which I'm confident Mr. Trump will do as well as he fills his cabinet officials, and most importantly, fills the open Supreme Court seat.
All right. Thank you very, very much, sir. Very happy that you took the time.
Yes.